Hey guys, it's Myleik of curlBOX, and I have something really cool to share with you today. You saw the Design Essentials video where we talked to McBride Sr., McBride Jr., and I have a very special connection to Design Essentials through Brownie, who actually did my hair in college. And the whole did my hair in college story is that I think after I was living in San Francisco State was my third college, and I was working at the Mac counter doing makeup, and you were doing my hair, and I finally had decided that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna drop out of college. I had like a little bit of a meltdown, and I called my mom, and my mom listened to me, and she was just like, you know what, just come home. So I was gonna get my hair done for the last time and go home, and then you questioned me and said, what would you do if you couldn't go home? And so I start rattling off like, well, I would do this, I would do this, I would do that. But you said, well, you should do that. But I told you I didn't have a way to make any money. I was just like, I can't work. And you were like, well, you can come work here. And I'm like, really? And so by shampooing heads, and I learned how to blow dry from you, like your blow dry technique. Yes, the blow dry technique. So I shampooed and blow dried until I finished college, and basically was able to make,
and organize the hair shows, and all of that.
All of that, and not to put you out there, but you were paying me very well. I think I worked like 2 days a week, and I was making and I would come half day because I would have school, so I would come help you
absolutely
for the half day through the night, and I think I was making like $400 plus tips, $400 to half day. I mean, back in college, back then, that was like a lot. And I remember looking at you like, where'd she get all this money? Like a lot of money. And I don't think I had ever seen somebody as young as you. You were in your 30s at the time. You had your own salon, and you were just, I mean, you had the weave techniques now. And this is, for those that, this is her hair. Her hair has looked like this since I've known her. You were doing braid outs before braid outs were braid outs.
Yeah, we've been doing naturals for over 30 years.
Yeah, so your salon was the place that I was kind of like, why am I still getting a relaxer? Because you were doing hair, you were doing natural hair back then.
And we call it healthy hair.
Right.
So the difference is that it wasn't a title, because a relaxer can still be natural as long as you understand texture.
Okay.
But your texture, you didn't need a relaxer.
Right.
So when you came, I'm like, you don't need a relaxer, and you put it off for so long to where you learn how to train the hair to stay straight or to go natural.
Right, right. Yeah. And so I want to talk about entrepreneurship with you though. And so at what point, I mean, have you ever worked for anyone? I mean, have you ever like had a job per se?
Yeah, when I was in high school, I worked at McDonald's.
And then what made you, that's the only,
they made me clean the bathroom. I used to get my hair done in beauty school. Okay. And I seen the owner of the school. Okay. And she was fabulous.
Okay.
She had a Louis Vuitton bag, her hair was blonde, and she had fabulous jewelry. And I said, who is that, and what does she do? Mm-hmm. My thing is, always walk by the beat of your own drum. Mm-hmm. Because when you walk by that, it's not everybody's goal. Because we all have a design, how can I say this? God always gives us something that we're all supposed to do. Mm-hmm. It's up to you to push past the naysayers to get there.
Right, because they are in place for a reason. Well, see, how bad do you really want it?
And if you really want it bad enough. So I knew that this woman had a bag that I've never seen at Macy's. So I did my research, or just as a kid sitting on Union Square watching how the people walked and how they looked and how they carried themselves. I wanted to be able to do that. Yeah. So when you put a goal in place, you work hard to get there, and that's what she taught me.
Yeah, yeah. There were some things that I learned from you just in observing you, because I think over time I've worked with and met so many awesome women, and I've always been motivated and inspired by women of color. And there was something that I always would notice: you would be in the salon until you didn't work weekends, because you were just I do not work weekends. But Thursday nights and Friday nights, you worked until you were done, which may have been 3 o'clock in the morning, which I would be like, I'm done with you.
Right, absolutely.
Yes.
Professionalism.
Dedication. You've got people coming in here, and I think that so many people want to achieve this level of success, but not understand that like the work that comes into it is not that glamorous. Like, so yeah, the bags, you look fancy and fabulous, but when you got to work for hours and hours and hours, nobody wants to be in the salon with, you know, you running out, oh, let me go pick up my son, oh, let me go do this, oh, And then
because people forget that we're still in a service industry business.
Yeah.
But we get so comfortable that we become unprofessional.
Oh,
or you don't want people to
That's
see.
why I do not like getting my hair done anymore. Because
Right.
you can walk, it's like you'll walk in for an appointment and not make a move for like 5 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as we stay creative and we're on time and we're professional, whatever you decide to go into, you're going to follow that lead. So that's why I had no problem with paying. You cannot be an I in team. It has to be a team.
Right.
And if we're all lifted up at the same level, then we're all going to make the money. But as long as we are fighting each other in a crab effect, we're never going to get there.
Yeah.
So as a student, you did your job. Now, if you didn't do your job, you wouldn't have got paid.
Right.
And then I talk crazy the whole time.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah, y'all used to get cussed out all the time.
Crazy.
But oh well.
Tell. I remember I would be like, oh God.
She's on one today.
She's on one today. I know.
But did you do something to get cussed out?
No, ever.
She
Never.
lied. Myleik.
No, I'm just saying, but I know, but it was just that sort of, I think those are also some of the things that I've learned is that
Right.
not being afraid, like,
To speak your mind.
and to share the wealth. Like, I never
Yeah.
felt like you were afraid to, like, if I was hungry, you would buy me food or you would
Yeah.
give me money. I remember being like on my last leg a bunch of times. You would be like, you would give me $100, get yourself some food. And it's just like, I don't think that we understand that the importance of doing that for each other and how it comes back tenfold. And it's just like, givers must give. You have to continue the circle of giving. Like, okay, you've made the money. You don't need to hoard it all. You share with some people. And
Because what people don't understand is that you have to give because it's in you to give. What if it was them? So you never know, like how would I have thought, me telling you what I told you almost 17 years ago,
Right.
that we would be sitting here.
Right. I am forever a student. And so it is not like
Absolutely.
I know not only being there and working with you, but shampooing some of the heads of like, you have all kinds of clients, talking to every single person, you know, that you touch, you get something from. And so, you know, you learn over time that nobody, you know, there's a common thread in all successful people. You know, it's typically hardworking, either march to the beat of their own drum, you know, opinionated, and not really something I learned. And every celebrity that I read about, and you definitely fit this category, they don't really care what people think about them.
I don't.
I know you are fussy. You are sassy Susie.
I don't care.
You are sassy Susie. You didn't.
Yes.
You didn't. Been,
Oh, yeah.
They done walked out on you.
How many
left
times?
you.
Google me.
You cut a big, but people still
Right.
come to you because you are very passionate about what you do.
Yes.
You it matters to you. You are not just like rushing people in and
No.
out, you know, and I think that is how you probably have lasted as long as you have, through authenticity.
Yeah, because we are 30 years in the business.
30 years in the business. Oh my God. I'm just having my 3rd year in business right now, but I've been an entrepreneur for like 6.
Give me some of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.